Welcome back everyone, this is Sam here from SciFit, and in this video here I'll be talking about how your lowest point in your life can become your greatest strength. See, what we often tend to grab into is the past, this and this happened and this is the reason why I don't have what I have today. But I'm here to tell you this is just a story. This is just a story you brought with you from a past experience, and you brought that with you into the future. I had that myself for many years, that I felt my dad, he wasn't there for me. He didn't give me the joy, the acceptance, like the energy and the interest I felt like I needed at that time. I didn't feel like I was close to him, and something missed. Something was not there. I didn't feel that love from him, right? That thing subconscious I brought with me into my adult life, into the future, and that causes me a lot of struggle and pain for other situations. From situations where rejection occurred, where I felt like I had to be someone for someone, and like I constantly second guessed myself in terms of what are they saying, what are they thinking, what are they feeling, do they like me, do they don't like me, and that all came back to the situations with my dad throughout my years. So what I would like you to do here, first of all, if you feel like you have some sort of clutter, some sort of negative energy situations that hang over your head from the past, what I would like you to do here now, I would like you to go back in the past where you go back to a moment in your life where you first time experienced some sort of pain from the pain you experience in the future or in the present moment. What is the situation? What happened? Was it with your parents? Was it with someone else? Was it a friend, a relationship that broke up? Was it a teacher that said something to you? Go back to a moment in your past where you experienced that little scratch in your identity, that you're not good enough, I don't like you, I don't love you, I betrayed you, I rejected you. What is the situation in the past that you experience today because of what happened in the past? Go back to that moment right now. Go back and then look at it from the outside. Look at it as you're sitting there in the chair, on the couch, you're talking with the person. If someone else is involved, look from the outside and then play that moment over again. What were you saying? What did the room look like? What did the other person wear? What tone did they speak with? Immerse yourself with the moment, with the experience. Go into the pain. I know, bear with me for a second here. I know it doesn't feel pleasant, but go back to the moment of pain. Go back to where you got that little scratch. What were they saying? What were they feeling? What were you feeling? What were you saying? Look from the outside and then look on the situation. This is basically here where you sort of detach yourself from what happened back then. I want you to now start thinking about if another person or something are involved, which often there's some sort of tension, some sort of broken energy here in between two people that cause something, right? What happened to you? Why did it happen? Why did they say that thing now? Why did you say that thing? Why did they leave you? Why did they didn't give you love? Why were they so busy? Why did they not give you the things you wanted to? When you start looking from the outside, you start getting clarity about the situation right now. And you start looking at it from their side. Why did it happen? Did they have a reason for what happened there? Did they have some sort of old clutter themselves? Were they brought up not talking about feeling? Were they brought up with not showing love? Were they brought up with, cheating? Whatever it is, what is their intent for that situation there? I believe that no one does this on purpose to hurt someone. We don't do things on purpose to basically go in and hurt you. We do things because we have our own things. We do things to you. I will do things to me because I have a past experience, and then I bring that past experience with me into the future and bring it into you and into our current relationship. Look at it from the other person's perspective. Look at it from the other side, and then start acknowledging. Start forgive. Start thinking about this person is not me. My mom, my dad, my boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever happened, did it because they had something in their past to hold them back. What I would like you to do here now in the present, I would like you to start acknowledging and start almost getting grateful. Being grateful that your dad didn't give you the love. Be grateful for that partner left you, because in the future, there's a new one waiting for you. Your strength comes from acknowledging the past experiencing. See it as for what it is, developing the strength of what did I learn from this thing here? What did I learn from this thing here? So let us say you just broke up from a relationship. It happened. You start feeling different right now. You're not dating anymore. You're not talking with someone. You're afraid of everybody will hurt you after a breakup. You're sitting in the present moment right now. You are forgiving. You are acknowledging that this person, whatever happened, whatever hard it felt, and whatever it felt like it was on purpose, he did it or she did it to betray you, they did it for another reason. They didn't do it to hurt you. So when you start thinking like that, you start forgiving. And when you start forgiving, you can move on. When you are moved on, and I promise you, this thing here will happen. You will sit down the track 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and you will look back on this present moment here right now. When you're watching this video, when you made the decision, you look back on this moment in 2 or 3 years, 1 year, or whatever, 6 months. You'll be like, this decision here I made this day there was the best decision I ever happened, because me moving forward right now, I developed so much muscle. I developed so much courage, passion, compassion, that the new partner I have today, that the new relationship I am today, that the new career I brought into, because I got fired, it's so much better. Because what I learned from what was not pleasant. What did I learn? You will learn more from the things you didn't get, the things you didn't experience, the losses. You will learn a lot from that, because it develops some sort of like dislike in you, like a hunger for finding a solution, a hunger for getting rid of that pain, a hunger. The hunger for you is the most important driver you can have in your life. A hunger for something, a desire for moving in a direction, a desire for becoming more. That hunger will be the greatest strength you will ever have in your life. And I promise you, when you start acknowledging where you came from, the situation didn't happen because of you. It happened because of them. When you start seeing that, you start forgiving, and you start moving forward, taking the right steps in the right direction, and actually acknowledge, I am here right now. I have a desire. I have the hunger to becoming better. Now I'm moving in a direction, and I promise you, you will look back on that moment right now when you're watching this one and you're making the decision. You will look back on this moment as the greatest time of your life, because you took action. You had a turning point. You had a breakthrough in your life. You stopped. You said, enough is enough. I'm getting clear about it. I locked it down. Whatever is in the past, you can't do anything with it. Listen to me. You can't do anything with it. It's in the past. The only thing you can do is dwell on it, and it will just make you suck in the future. Get rid of it. Lock it down. Bury it. Forgive. Love. When you start doing that, you will even go back to that person and be like, you know what? Thank you so much for doing that to me back then, because where I am today, I am so grateful for the lessons and the knowledge I developed from this situation happened back then. Thank you so much. When you start doing that, right, you empower yourself, you take back control, and I promise you, the things and the lesson you learn from it will become much greater than had you stayed in there or have you got that thing you wanted in the past. You'll become the best version of yourself when you start forgiving and you start moving in that direction you want to go, because you're developing new skills, you're developing new knowledge, and you're actually developing a new you. That's it.